Good morning and welcome. This is Development Stories. My name is Oyewumi Ayinibara. The Ondo State government has announced the temporary closure of a section of the Akure-Elisha Highway at the Yarigulem Shagari Junction. A statement by the Commissioner for Infrastructure, Lands and Housing, Engineer Ayorinde Olawe, said the move is to allow for critical works on the ongoing flyover project. According to the statement, the affected stretch will be short for 5 days, from Sunday, October 5 to Friday, October 10, 2025, to enable the casting and the placement of pre-stressed beams. The Commissioner assured motorists that adequate diversion routes have been arranged to ease movement during the exercise. The government emphasized that the project is part of its Our Ease agenda to deliver lasting infrastructure improvement across the state. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has decried the country's poor doctor-to-patient ratio of 1 to 9,083, describing it as far from global best practices. In a press statement issued on Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary, the association announced that resident doctors across the country will no longer take continuous calls beyond 24 hours. Nigeria has long struggled with a shortage of doctors, worsened by a steady exodus of health professionals seeking better pay and working conditions abroad. According to the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Pate, over 16,000 Nigerian doctors have left the country in the last 5 to 7 years to seek greener pastures in other countries, worsening the crisis. NAD explained that this workload has their consequences not only for patient care but also for the well-being of doctors themselves. The association called on the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare to implement a one-to-one replacement policy to reduce the crushing workload on doctors and to establish safeguarding regulations to curb excessive call hours, ensuring the safety of both doctors and patients. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited Chief Executive Officer Bashiru Julari has lamented the crude and gas production losses resulting from the three-day strike carried out by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria. In a letter written to the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority and Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Ojulari explained that the suspended strike led to 16% oil production and 30% marketed gas losses, while the nation suffered a 20% power supply shortfall. The National Oil Company's letters was also sent to the National Security Advisor and the Director General, Department of State Services. The industrial action caused by a rift between the union and the Dangote refinery, first the shutdown of major oil terminals, gas plants and power facilities, leading to the deferment of 283,000 barrels of crude oil per day and 1.7 billion standard cubic feet of gas daily, shocking all vital income streams from the country's two biggest revenue sources. Ojulari made it known that within the first 24 hours of strike, as of September 29, 2025, production deferment stood at 283,000 barrels of oil per day, 1.7 billion standard cubic feet of gas per day, and more than 1,200 megawatts of power generation, but the impact is expected to intensify if the situation lingers. The Nigerian Immigration Service has commenced a nationwide crackdown on foreign nationals who have overstayed their visas or breached entry conditions following the expiration of a 3-month amnesty granted by the federal government. The amnesty, which opened on July 5 and elapsed at midnight of September 30, allowed foreigners with irregular immigration status to regularize their stay without penalties. A statement by the NIS spokesperson Akinshola Akinlabi noted that with the expiration of the amnesty period on October 1, 2025, nationwide enforcement will commence against foreign nationals who have overstayed their visas or violated entry conditions. The exercise target holders of expired visa on arrival, expired single and multiple entry short visit or business visas, and individuals with expired comprehensive expatriate resident permit and automated cards. The service said the measures are aimed at safeguarding national security and ensuring strict compliance with immigration laws. President Bola Tinubu has expressed deep sorrow over a boat accident in Ibaji local government area, Kogi State, that claimed 26 lives. He urged emergency providers, responders, and transport operators to redouble safety measures on the country's inland waterways. Tinubu, while conveying his condolences in a statement by his special advisor on information strategy, Bayo Nonuga, pressed water transport operators to prioritize safety over profit and prayed for solace for the bereaved and swift recovery for the injured. An eyewitness account at a farmer in the LGA, James Otoga, revealed that the incident occurred when the boat, fully loaded with people, departed from Onogwa community in Ibaji heading to Lishi market, but capsized, leaving 26 people dead. Meanwhile, the Kogi state government has ordered prompt relief measures through its emergency agency, urging local authorities to coordinate support for victims' families and survivors. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has sacked all commissioners and other public office holders serving in his administration. A statement by